West Lafayette, Indiana. Alongside Miles Simon, I'm Kevin Kugler. The freshman Keaton Wagler will go to work for Illinois. Tomislav Ivasic flips it back to Wagler. This Illinois team riding an 8-game winning streak, scoring over 85 a game in the streak. Wagler, a big reason why, gets to the rim, and he's got his first two.
Well, you see on that very first possession, Purdue goes into a switching man-to-man right there. Wagler recognizes it, sees the mismatch was Clough, takes advantage, and gets all the way to the rim for the finish.
Three-time Big Ten Freshman of the Week already. Last 10 games, 18 points per game. Here's Fletcher Loyer trying to get it going early. He has struggled recently, especially from three.
Yeah, he did not shoot the ball well on that LA road trip, even though he had great looks.
Good defense by Clough. Andre Stojakovic coughs it up, and a turnover back to Purdue. Here's Braden Smith, best point guard in America. C.J. Cox, guy who's been coming on from a scoring standpoint. He may be asked to do some scoring today, and he gets the first two for Purdue.
So you can see in those first two Purdue possessions what they can get offensively. They can get to that mid-range, that floater, especially with Ivasic playing in that drop coverage.
There's Wagler, baseline drive, and the kick into the corner. A wide open three for Stojakovic. Offensive rebound underneath Mirkovic. And the swing around to Jake Davis for the open three. Rebounded by Smith. A couple of really good looks for Illinois. Here's Smith attacking all the way to the rim, and the blow-by gets him two.
The speed in which Smith brought that basketball up the court, but the lane was created by Oscar Clough sealing his guy in the paint.
And Smith knows exactly what to do with that kind of an opening. Here's Wagler, the three over Trey Kaufman-Renn. Rebound batted around, and it's Loyer for Purdue. Braden Smith, 5 double-doubles this year. The Big Ten's all-time assist leader. Set that mark earlier for Purdue this season. Trey Kaufman-Renn getting physical with Mirkovic inside, and that hook drops.
And that's big for the Boilers. Trey Kaufman-Renn getting going early. They find him in the post. He goes to his back down. He is one of the best in the country, 10 feet and in with those touch shots.
Only 9 points per game for Trey Kaufman-Renn over the last three, so a good sign early as Wagler blocked off, finds Davis for three. Offensive rebound, Mirkovic can't get the roll, and Clough cleans the glass. We've got a whistle and a foul. But it's going to be a foul against the Boilermakers, Trey Kaufman-Renn. Inbound Mirkovic. And a turnover. Harassing Wagler in the corner. Oscar Clough forcing the turnover, and Brad Underwood puzzled in his 9th season at the helm of Illinois. 5 straight NCAA tournament appearances, and a team that is as hot as any outside of Nebraska in college basketball.
I love this right here from Matt Painter. Trey Kaufman-Renn hasn't had the best offensive season so far for the Boilermakers, but he scores one early, they go right back to him. They're going to try to make Mirkovic guard.
And an 8-0 run is the result for Purdue. Wagler, the three, quiets this Mackey crowd.
I love the calmness, the coolness from Wagler. Assistant coaches said that he has a ton of poise and maturity beyond his years and a super high basketball IQ.
And Loyer traveled an extra step trying to get around Jake Davis.
And you see the switching defense. It's really baiting Illinois into playing one-on-one. This is about the 5th time that Wagler's tried to go one-on-one, has knocked down a three, and made one at the rim.
And Mirkovic trying to track it down, and it's Smith who comes out of the pack with it. Loyer in transition. That three won't go, but a foul is called. Loyer fouled on the flyby. Handoff to Wagler.
And you see Purdue, they're switching everything 1 through 5 because that's trying to take away the pick and pop three-point actions from the Illini.
Step back three for Wagler. A little jab step to get space from Clough, and Wagler delivers again. He's got 8. Illinois has 8.
How good is he? He won back-to-back state titles at Shawnee Mission Northwest, back-to-back Kansas Player of the Year, and somehow ends up in the Illini uniform.
Lawyer rolls one home. Oh, that'll feel good for Fletcher Lawyer. 29% from 3 over the last 10. We talked about it with Matt Painter earlier today. He said, yeah, he does that about once a year for about a month. He said, but it's time for him to blossom into that butterfly again.
And he doesn't need much space to get that shot off. It's so quick. He has great lift and great follow-through each and every time.
Ivasic back it goes to Wagler, 5 to shoot. Wagler again doing the work. Back up 3. Hits it again.
Come on.
Keaton Wagler, 11. Purdue, 14.
18 years old. Freshman. The calmness. Leading the way without his backcourt mate, Kylan Boswell, out there on the floor tonight.
There's Lawyer going off the screen with Wagler trailing. And he put it right through the 5-hole. Oscar Clough couldn't snare it. And it's a turnover to Illinois. Keaton Wagler single-handedly keeping Illinois in this.
Well, look at the ISO right here by Wagler. The jab step creates the separation. Clough has to push up a little bit. And then now he does push up. Still the separation on the step back by Keaton Wagler. Now we have to remember, Wagler is much more than a scorer.
Oh, what a find. Braden Smith to Jakari Harris all alone for 2. Baseline out of bounds. An easy 2 as Mirkovic will bring it up. Jack Benter off the Purdue bench, working against Wagler. Wagler goes by him to wrap around to Hummerkaus. Mirkovic, kick, Wagler, open 3, again Wagler, 14 for Wagler.
But the best offensive possession by the Illini, because all their guys are a threat behind the arc. They drive and kick twice, and then Wagler respaces on the backside and is wide open. And there's the answer by the Boilermakers. Pick and roll, a Braden Smith staple right there, turning the corner. And then you got 7-3, Jacobson rolling to the rim, just put it up there, and he finishes it.
7 shots in a row made for Purdue. Wagler's made 3 in a row. Heat check, and the first miss for Wagler, but he'll get it right back. Here's Davis. Mirkovic going to work, fades away, and he's got his first 2.
Okay, I like that. That's a confidence builder for Mirkovic. He's a little ginger on that ankle, but right there, able to put it on the floor, get a little separation with his size, and hit the fadeaway.
Not a surprise. They're great from a second chance point standpoint. Braden Smith trying to get an extra one at the free throw line with the bump on Davis. Instead, he'll just take 2.
Smith's so good at just living in the paint, playing at his pace, can't speed him up. Let's see if Mirkovic goes into the post.
With Smith on him. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Mirkovic with his first. to 2, Purdue in the paint, and Wagler with 4 for 6 from 3.
First possession is owned by the Illini.
Kaufman-Renn on a bounce to a cutting Braden Smith. The wraparound, and now Kaufman-Renn to work with 6 to shoot. That hook shot rims out, and the rebound, Zvonimir Ivasic. Inside, finds Lee down low, and Kaufman-Renn starts it the other way. Smith, to Jacobson! One man saw Daniel Jacobson on the floor, and it was the guy with the ball in his hands, Braden Smith. Inside, and a foul. Second leading scorer among Big Ten freshmen, and that number is only going to climb at this rate. 4-point Purdue lead.
Back to the zone for the Illini.
Meyer on the floor for Purdue. Here's Kaufman-Renn. Down it goes Jacobson. Swatted by Ivisic. Stojakovic will start it up for the Illini. Stojakovic coming off 30 against Maryland. The swing to Humrickhouse in the corner. And the three rebounded by Jacobson of Purdue. Smith to push. In transition. Hesitation, and Harris trying to find room on the baseline. Kaufman-Renn. Sizing up. Shimon Ivisic. Humrickhouse showing a little help. Meyer. That three will drop.
I love Kaufman-Renn's patience. That's why having seniors in your lineup, he's made two to the middle. He drew an extra defender, and then he finds Meyer on the weak side for the three.
Here's Wagler again for three, and it's good.
Come on.
19 in the first half for Keaton Wagler.
How good is this kid right here? Under-recruited, Murray State's, Drake, Colorado State. The only ones that were looking at him. Brad Underwood offered him without seeing him play live.
First time he's ever done that with an American prospect. Meyer answers. Omer Meyer. Back-to-back triples and a 7-point Purdue lead. Who's got the answer for the Illini? My money's on 23. Going to work. Wagler against Jacobson on the drive, up and under, back out it goes with 7 to shoot.
They got to get it back to him.
Here's Humrickhouse, contested three, drops. Oh my, we are seeing some shooting, but get back. Here's Braden Smith, hesitates, back out to Kaufman-Renn. Myers hit his last two from behind the arc. He'll take a mid-range jumper this time. He was too close. And Ivisic with the rebound. Here's Stojakovic. Working against Jacobson, who defended that well. Braden Smith now. 5 assists in this first half for Smith. Kaufman-Renn
Wants to get to his left shoulder.
Turns. Got it.
You have to know the scouting report and know the personnel and what they do. Kaufman-Renn on the left block. He's already scored there twice going to the middle. Shut that off on the high side. Make him spin back baseline and go to his left hand.
When you don't do that, it's the 17th and 18th paint points for Purdue, and now a steal for Jakari Harris.
I would go back to Kaufman-Renn right now against Wagler.
Smith, tough fadeaway. Makes it look easy on a day like this. 32-24 Purdue, timeout Illinois.
Knows where those guys are going to be on the floor at all times, just almost blindly. It's almost like Braden Smith, he's the quarterback, and he can throw his receivers open at any time, and it's super special to watch.
Double comes at Mirkovic. Mihailo Petrovic on the floor with the basketball in his hands. Wagler getting a breather off the timeout. Ivisic, deep three, raises the iron, and Smith will start it up. Meyer ahead, good catch by Clough, and he's got Ivisic on his back. Count that bucket, and a chance for one more at the line. Petrovic trying to get Illinois off the schneid. A 7-0 Purdue run has opened up an 11-point lead for the home team.
The switching is stalling them out.
Gonna have to hurry. One to shoot. The runner from Petrovic is short. Long rebound, and it's out of bounds. Meyer touched it last. It'll be with Illinois, and a second chance as Wagler re-enters the ballgame. Wagler 6 of 8. Everybody else a combined 2 for 12 right now. Mirkovic off the shot fake. Here's Wagler. Clough out on him.
Great recovery by Clough.
The drive and the off-balance 2 drops for Andrei Stojakovic. His first 2 of the afternoon off of a 30-point performance in the win over Maryland.
Which Brad Underwood loved that game because he said that he really just concentrated on defense and let the offense come to him in the Maryland game.
Here's Lawyer on the roll to the rim. Wanted some contact, didn't get the whistle, and now Illinois with an opportunity to carve into that 9-point Purdue lead. Stojakovic on the drive, off-balance lob underneath. Ivasic out to Mirkovic and re-enter. Double comes. It's Davis, 3, rims off. Ivasic, another offensive rebound. Open at the top of the key. Stojakovic got a good look. Another offensive board. Davis will try off the feed from Mirkovic, and another chance off an offensive rebound brings Illinois within 6.
The hard work pays off. Multiple crashers after every one of those shots, and I love that they have the freedom to keep shooting those threes, some of them semi-contested.
Meyer, a foul underneath the basket. He'll stay on the floor with 2 as Purdue will inbound.
Illinois, you want to see if you can take advantage, cut this lead with Braden Smith not on the floor.
Benter. C.J. Cox in the corner. And a rebound and a foul. Benter trying to rip it away from Ivasic. And Benter with his second personal foul.
6, it's hard to contest such a good shooter and ball handler like Wagler.
Skip, a little tall for Stojakovic. 10 to shoot. There's Wagler. Clough on him, goes past him. Cox underneath. Would have been an and one had it fallen. Instead, C.J. Cox's foul sends Wagler to the line. So Wagler at the line now with 20 on the afternoon. Brad Underwood gives all the credit to finding him to his son Tyler Underwood, who's on the staff. He said he was watching others, and he just kept seeing this kid passing the basketball all over the place. And he said, I know how much my dad values passing. So he brought him up, brought him film. Brad Underwood never saw him in person, but he liked what he saw on film. They recruit so much off tape because they recruit so much overseas that he made him the offer. He got the call, did Keaton, coming back from a visit to Murray State. And in what probably felt ominous at the time, he gets his first major offer, and the call drops. He has to call back and say, I got the word that you're offering me a scholarship to play for Illinois. He's come here and having quite the show today with 21, his team down 6.
Yeah, and you mentioned Murray State. Coach Steve Prohm was on him hard. He wanted Wagler. He had offered him. He compared him to Tyrese Halliburton. And you can see some of those traits and skills in him with the size, the length, the shooting ability.
Crowd wanted a foul. No whistle as Stojakovic and Benter collide. Matt Painter thought it should have been an offensive foul. Instead, it's a 4-point game.
Well, now the rest of the Illini is settling into the game offensively. Stojakovic gaining confidence as the half has gone along and getting more aggressive.
Here's Braden Smith. 8 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. The kick into the corner for Benter. That's short, and the rebound for Mirkovic.
Zone has been effective for the Illini.
What can they do on this end? Stojakovic in the paint. Back out it goes. Mirkovic for 3. Strong. Rebound tipped out to Lawyer. Doesn't have numbers. He'll hold it up. Smith. Stop and start. Inside. Through contact. Lawyer. Working. Clough trying to seal that baseline for him. The drop off to Benter. Crashing with a foul. That's Mirkovic. That is his second. Here's Wagler. who's done plenty in this game. 21 first half points, and Smith with a steal. Smith to the other end, the wraparound pass. Oh! It doesn't get any better than that. Braden Smith to C.J. Cox for the 2. To shoot. Back out it goes. Ivasic has to launch it. Little strong, long rebound. C.J. Cox and now numbers. Cox towing the line for a 3. And the rebound, Stojakovic able to keep it away from Clough.
I didn't love that from Cox. They had a 2-on-1 opportunity with Trey Kaufman-Renn, and I know the 7-footer was back. But I think you got to attack the paint right there. Roof was ready to blow off at Mackey, and there's the offensive foul. Stojakovic.
Smith will drop it off to Kaufman-Renn. Wriggles between 2 defenders and able to put it up and in. 10-point Purdue lead.
The pocket pass is a staple. Renn. Smith to Kaufman-Renn.
Purdue with fouls to give here in the final minute. Ivasic in the corner. Big 3 for Illinois. That's a huge bucket line. 11 seconds or so, the difference between the game clock and the shot clock here, winding down a very entertaining first half. Smith in the corner, open 3 for Lawyer. And Oscar Clough, a foul on the rebound, Tomislav Ivasic.
This is this free throw, but he was all defensive team, and Matt Painter said he's really an underrated passer.
Here's Wagler, 7 seconds and counting. He'll launch the contested 3, and he'll hit it again. Smith, that shot will not count. It's such an awesome atmosphere. It should be on every college basketball fan's bucket list. Lawyer, deep 3 to start things off, and the rebound, Stojakovic.
Yeah, and I'll back that up. This is my first time to Mackey, and I'm super excited. I got here a day early, went to practice yesterday to get a feel for the city and the atmosphere, and it has lived up to the hype.
Yeah, it is a great college basketball atmosphere. Wagler in the corner to Davis. His 3 rims off. Kaufman-Renn tried to tip it out, but it ends up with Illinois. Another opportunity. Here's Wagler picking up where he left off. 27 for Keaton Wagler.
It's the offensive rebounds, though. Illinois using their size to get these basketballs and keep possessions alive and get extra opportunities, and Wagler pays it off.
This kid is having a day. Kaufman-Renn inside with a left-handed hook and short. Good box out by Mirkovic.
Remember I talked about in the first half being on the high side when he's on that left block. Make him go to his weak hand. Kaufman-Renn, a dominant right-hand player.
Mirkovic going behind the back. Davis just 1 for 5, all from 3. Here's Wagler against Kaufman-Renn. Why not? Wagler to work. Spins. The pirouette, and it rolls home, and Illinois leads 44-43. The first time they've led since 2-0.
Come on, that's ridiculous. The one-on-one plays, putting the shoulder into the bigger defender to get the separation, and Braden Smith tries to answer back.
And Davis rebounds the miss. The push up the floor for Illinois, leading by 1. Ivasic's 3 is off. Rebound, Davis, another second chance. The 9th offensive rebound of the day for Illinois.
We're seeing something special from this Illini freshman. This performance is one of the best in college basketball this year.
And it's coming off kind of a meh performance against Maryland. He was 4 for 12 in that game.
Yeah, and you would say meh just by the shooting, but he had 13, 7, and 8 in that game, okay? So he does it all, more than just scoring.
And a turnover, rare missed connection between the 2 seniors, Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer.
So now if you're Matt Painter in that timeout, you got to hit a couple things, okay? One, we got to to stay body to Wagler. We can't lose this guy anymore for any threes. If he gives up the ball, we have to make his catches a lot tougher.
Second foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn.
There's the adjustment, okay? They went away from the switching. They went back to their hard show here in the second half. Only with Clough with the 5.
In the corner, that 3 won't go, and there's Braden Smith skying for the board. Interesting adjustment. We'll see how Illinois responds to that. Cox around the screen, foul line jumper, gets Purdue on the board in the second half.
One and done, okay, shot-wise on that end, leads to an early offensive transition opportunity for Purdue.
Boilers within 1 at home. What a ball game on Fox. What you'd hope for with 2 top 15 teams playing in late January. Wagler on the spin against Kaufman-Renn and a travel. Cox around the Kaufman-Renn screen. Wagler trailing defensively and Clough able to scoop it up. Oscar Clough to work. Leaning in, got Ivicic in the air and dropped it down for 2.
Well, Clough worked for every bit of that basket. He got the offensive rebound. He took multiple body bumps from Ivicic. And here's what I'm talking about. Now, this is the first time that they've pressured him full court to try to make it a little bit harder.
Here's Wagler. Mirkovic against Cox, and that's an offensive foul. David Mirkovic with his 3rd. Clough inside for 2 more.
Good little chin action, the high-low. You get the back cut by Clough, the beautiful pass by Kaufman-Renn.
And here comes his crowd at Mackey. Mirkovic quiets that crowd from 3, and we're tied at 49.
Well, Purdue had the answer with the 6-0 run out of the timeout, but how about the freshman to freshman right there? Miscommunication on the switch by the Boilermakers.
11 threes for Illinois. Smith with 2. And Braden Smith, the first Boilermaker, into double figures with 10.
He makes it look so easy. And one thing, Braden Smith, he's small, okay? 6 foot is generous for him, but he shoots with this slight fade to his jump shot. That way, when the bigger guys are contesting, it's harder to get to the shot.
Here's Wagler against Lawyer. Wagler with the spin to the rim, and for the first time, it seems he didn't get the roll. 2-point lead, Purdue with the ball. Smith penetrates short. Rebound ends up with Stojakovic. And down on the court is Braden Smith. Oh my.
That's a positive sign, okay? That he's just kind of moving it around, putting the weight on it, trying to bounce around on it a little bit during the timeout huddle. Braden Smith is as tough as they come basketball-wise. I got to spend 3 days around him at the Nike Basketball Academy this summer, where he was going against guys like Solo Ball, Morez Johnson, Yaxel Lendenborg, Cameron Carr. He was the best player in that event, and he was the toughest player in that event.
Stojakovic will try a 3 off the miss, and a foul called underneath on Kaufman-Renn. That'll be his 3rd. Kaufman-Renn will lead with that 3rd. In comes Jack Benter. Homer Meyer in to replace Braden Smith with that injury. It's one of the reasons they went out and got Meyer. They wanted multiple creators, and now they really need it. 6 to shoot for Wagler. The 3 up and good! And a chance for 1 more at the line! Two-point Illinois lead.
So right now, Boilermakers.
And a foul. A welcome sight if you're a Purdue fan to see him back on the floor.
As tough as they come.
See what kind of a lift that brings Purdue. Myers gives him an assist right out of the gate. Wagler down low, blocked by Benter. Smith on the push. Benter, wrap around. Meyer in the corner. And the rebound for Hummerkaus.
Should have just caught it and shot it. He made the shot much tougher than it should have been.
And a blocking foul on Omer Meyer.
Well, Meyer trying to draw the charge there, but you got to give him space to face up.
Back to Hummerkaus. They ran the double of Davis, and Hummerkaus made a pay.
Great ball movement by the Illini, side to side. Then the 2 extra passes between Davis and Hummerkaus.
2-point lead for Illinois on the road at Mackey. Smith, Clough back out. Benter steps left for 3. Davis wants to push. Here's Wagler. 33 points for the freshman. Davis, a whistle, that's a foul. It'll be on Hummerkaus, his first, team's 3rd. So Purdue down 2 with the ball. Braden Smith turns the corner. Benter, the open man. And Smith found it. The 4th lead changed this half. Purdue up by 1. Splits 2 to the rim, and a foul.
In pick and rolls or isos.
Georgi Bishanishvili had 35 as a freshman. That's the Illinois freshman scoring record. Keaton Wagler is 1 away from tying that. We still have 11:39 to go, so Eric Person, the fine sports information director of Illinois, is going to have to get the delete key ready in his record book, because he's probably going to have to make some changes after today's game. 58-57, Illinois by 1. Omer Meyer with 9 off the bench. Purdue with 20 off the bench. Meyer on the drive, dumps it to Jacobson, rejected. Ivasic slamming the door.
Jacobson not able to gather and go up quick enough, and Ivasic able to recover and make the block on the big fella.
Around 2 defenders. That one short, and Jacobson able to secure it. Braden Smith in this Purdue offense. Down by 1. Going to work. Smith leaving through traffic. Fades away on the baseline for 2.
Remember, I talked about that on his mid-range jumper. Stojakovic did a great job of late contesting at 6'6", but because he fades away, Braden Smith still has clear vision to the rim.
Here's Wagler. The spotlight on this freshman today. Past Jacobson to the rim for 2. He's got 37.
Jacobson stood no chance, and I love Wagler reading that right away. Jacobson was trying to switch, but he can't move his feet laterally quick enough to be able to stay in front of Wagler.
Smith curling around that Jacobson screen, the lob towards him, and then he ran into traffic and was blocked off. It's a foul. Wagler with his first personal foul. Braden Smith with his 6th double-double, 12 points, 10 assists. Smith on the drive. Meyer needs some space. 5 to shoot against Wagler. Good shot. Omer Meyer. And back
is showing us a lot. Remember, now he's part of the European connection in this game. Also played for Maccabi Tel Aviv, one of the most storied franchises in European basketball in the EuroLeague.
There's Wagler around the screen, sets three, it's good! It's 40! It's the most any visiting player has ever scored in Mackey Arena.
That's sick. That was nasty. The pump fake, and then the three ball. Come on, Keaton Wagler.
Smith in for two, and we're tied at 63. It's the freshman, it's the senior, it's the back and forth, it's the Big Ten.
And they're guarding each other right now. Braden Smith's got to make it tough on him.
Wagler to work on the drive, and a blocking foul. Benter with the foul, and Wagler to the line. And Wagler to the line, looking to add to it. And he makes the first mistake of the day. 4 ties, 13 lead changes. Two teams that are Big Ten championship caliber, and Braden Smith around the world for 2 and one more. It's a 2-point game with 8:24 to go.
Like it's still too easy for Wagler. He can just barely come off the screen and touch the ball. You got to make it much tougher, play more physical with this young man.
Stojakovic on the drive. There's some physical play, a little too physical. The foul called. Smith, elbow jumper. That won't go. Who gets the rebound? Bounced off about 5 players, and it's going to go the other way. Illinois ball, and Trey Kaufman-Renn, who just came back on the floor, picks up his 4th personal foul. Front end of the 1-and-1 will not go, and there's Meyer with the rebound. 4th foul on Kaufman-Renn before the break. How does Matt Painter juggle this the final 7:45?
Well, you see he put Jack Benter into play at the 4 because they don't want to go necessarily they can't go with Clough and Jacobson at the 4 and 5 together, and then that's a great play by Meyer. Turning the corner off the little VHO action, draws the defender in a beautiful drop off. But Benter's going to have to get these minutes down to maybe the 5 or 4 minute mark before they bring back Trey Kaufman-Renn to finish this game.
And they're asking him to do that while playing with 4 fouls as well. Wagler with 13 to shoot. He has 41 points, and that's a foul on Clough. Vladimir Ivasic, first one good. Short on the second, rebound, pinballs out, and it's Stojakovic. Another second chance for Illinois. They have 16 second chance points. Ivasic looking for 3 more. That won't go, and another offensive rebound. 2 more on the offensive glass. Mirkovic, 12 offensive rebounds, and they're tied at 68.
They're just too big, and they have a commitment to crashing the glass. The hit has to happen further away from the basket.
18 second chance points for a team that on the year leads the Big Ten. They rebound nearly 40% of their misses. 7 to shoot. Clough to work with the hook. Raises the iron, and Stojakovic looking for the lead for Illinois. It's Wagler again. Working against Benter. Ivasic in the corner, set 3. Rebound poked around, and again it's Illinois with it. Here's Wagler. Goes around Clough. Floater baseline rebounded by Clough, and Purdue to start. Quick up the floor. Meyer on the drive. Touch pass. Benter for 3. Mirkovic and Illinois dodged one there. plus 15 on the glass. Here's Mirkovic, and an offensive foul. His fourth. We've seen 12 lead changes in the second half alone, 13 for the game. This is our fifth tie. Smith trying to break that tie, and he does.
What I love is simpler is better. Put the ball in your best player's hand, run a double drag, and then give him the confidence to take the shot he wants and make the decision that's best for the team.
Extra pass, open in the corner. Hummerkaus, no. Rebound, C.J. Cox. 3-point lead in the ball for Purdue.
One of the best blockouts of the night by the Boilermakers. 4 bodies in the paint. Here comes the double drag again. Clough setting the first one.
There's the first. Kaufman-Renn back out there. Smith, elbow, off balance, doesn't matter. He's got 22. Throw in 10 assists. Nearly taken away by Cox. Hummerkaus will navigate it up. And a foul. Smith around the Clough screen. Holding off Stojakovic. Finds Cox. Open three. And Clough the offensive board. Under 4 to go. Here's Braden Smith. Meyer open. A couple of good looks and a foul inside. It's going the other way. This has been upgraded to a flagrant one. A hook and hold on Oscar Clough.
Yeah, you can see Clough there. Grab the underarm of Ivicic. And they went to the monitor and they gave the flagrant upgrade.
No field goals for the Illini in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Ivicic will launch, and he'll hit. We're tied again.
How about the confidence in Coach Underwood and his staff to run the pick and pop action, knowing that they're hard hedging. Get the pop action, the rotation, pass fake, beautiful shot from Ivicic.
15th made 3 for Illinois today. They're plus 27 from 3-point land.
Now they come out and they double team Braden Smith, get the ball out of his hands.
Kaufman-Renn got the home roll there. Mirkovic brings it up with 4 fouls.
Same play coming. Ivicic to middle pick and roll to pick and pop. They pre-switch it. Now they're going to switch this ball screen. Here, smart defense.
7 to shoot. Where do you go? Wagler, why not? 3 seconds to shoot. The skip, Davis just gets that shot off, and it falls! Every millisecond of the shot clock used to take the lead.
And Purdue played that possession perfectly, but Illinois felt no rush, and they get it to one of their best 3-point shooters in the corner.
Smith fades away again. This time he won't get the roll. Coming up on 2 to play, 1-point game at Mackey Arena. Big Ten basketball at its absolute best today on Fox. Extra pass, Mirkovic. Back-to-back triples for the Illini. And a 4-point lead.
They're just spreading them out, putting them in rotation. They're attacking Clough because they know he's going to hard show, and then it puts the Purdue Boilermakers in rotations on the backside, and then the ball movement and the corner threes are the soft spot.
Smith weaving. Kaufman-Renn, shot put towards the rim, bounces it home. 79-77. Illinois by 2.
Remember, they got hurt by Tyler Bilodeau with these pick and pop threes. Bilodeau hit the game winner for UCLA.
3. with the triple.
And Purdue they haven't gone with Fletcher Lawyer at the end of this game. They stayed with the hot hand in Meyer.
Braden Smith working against Stojakovic. 45 seconds to go. Smith with a triple. It's good.
Within 13 seconds, they got it. Perfect execution.
17 in the second half. 25 of the game.
I wouldn't let Wagler get the ball.
42 today for Wagler. Shot clock at 13. And a timeout. 10 to shoot. It's Wagler once more. 6 on the shot clock. Wagler. The attack, and he's got 2 more. 44 for the freshman. 4-point game. 13 seconds to play. Braden Smith. Shot fake. Oh, he got the foul. Stojakovic in the air. Came down on him shooting the 3, and Smith gets 3 at the line with 10.3 to play. And misses the first.
Watch Wagler come in front of the ball.
There he is, and a foul given by C.J. Cox. Braden Smith quickly up the floor, timeout.
Illinois going zone. They just want to take away the 3.
And that one will just about do it. But no, it's going to go out the other way. It'll be Illinois ball. Inbound comes to Mirkovic. The foul given immediately. An 88-82 Illinois lead. Smith will pick it up with 5.8 to go. Deep 3 for Braden Smith. Pinballs off, no good. Mirkovic the rebound, and Illinois comes into Mackey Arena and knocks off 4th-ranked Purdue, 88-82 behind 46 points from Keaton Wagler.